In the years since Russia's invasion began, the world has witnessed the resilience of the Ukrainian people in the face of terrifying odds. Since fighting began, thousands have been killed, tens of thousands injured, and millions of people displaced. Earlier, I spoke with Maria Avdeeva, a security expert who has been documenting the war since day one. We bring you her on-the-ground account of what it's like to live through this terrible conflict. Maria, can you help us understand how meaningful it was that President Biden came to visit Ukraine?
This visit was greatly welcomed by people of Ukraine. One of the commanders who is now fighting with Russians in Bakhmut, the hottest spot of this war, just wrote that President Biden, you captured my heart and the hearts of Ukrainians. And that's what people in Ukraine feel. Seeing the President of the United States walking on the street of Kyiv when the air sirens just started, and commemorating those fallen in the fight for freedom since 2014. So this is a very meaningful, symbolical, historical moment for Ukrainians.
And when President Biden says America will stand with Ukraine as long as it takes, how is that interpreted there?
It means that we will continue receiving support from America and from other Ukrainian allies and partners. You know, there are a lot of talks about so-called Ukrainian fatigue, which I never agree with. But then this visit and the help that was promised show us that there is no such thing as Ukrainian fatigue, that America and other countries stand with Ukraine in our fight for freedom and for democracy.
In the last year, how have things changed as you've witnessed since the invasion?
At the beginning of the invasion, probably not many Ukrainians, including myself, thought that it will last for so long. And now, throughout this year, everyone has personal losses, sacrifices in this war. Someone lost a family member, someone lost apartment, loved ones. A lot of families live apart now. So already a lot of Ukrainians have sacrificed so much that there is no other way for us than continue fighting for the victory and continue going forward. Because the moment we stop, it will mean that Russia will win. And that's why Ukrainians won't stop.
And after a year, though, and constant assault by the Russians, do you see no fatigue among Ukrainians, desperation, all of the emotional response that the Russians would be hoping for in order to finally be successful?
You know, I live in Kharkiv, which is 40 kilometers from the border with Russia, where Russia started, as in other places, this invasion. And Kharkiv was under constant Russian attacks for all this year. And since September, they intensified the attacks on critical infrastructure, targeting power station, electricity stations, trying to use cold and lack of electricity as another weapon in this war. And they never succeeded, because Ukrainians only grew stronger and angrier. And people usually tell me, my friends, people with whom I speak on the streets, that they won't be able to crush us. No matter what Putin does, Ukraine will survive and resist. And this is the feeling that many people in the country have. Of course, it's difficult for many, for elderly people to continue in this difficult situation without power, without heat, and without water in many villages in Kharkiv region as well. But people are strong and people resist.
How do Ukrainians talk about the end, about how this ends, what the end looks like?
The end for Ukraine is very obvious. It's liberation of the territories that Russia currently occupies, because without that, there won't be the end of the war. It will be ongoing until every piece of Ukrainian territory is liberated. And it will continue as much as it takes, because there is no way of how Ukraine can stop, because we have to go until our troops get to the border in every corner of Ukraine and liberate everything what Russia illegally occupies. And of course, the hope is that this will happen sooner, because we won't lose too much in this war. But everyone now is prepared for a long fight, so people are prepared to fight as long as it will be needed. Yes, every family lost a lot already in this war. People already sacrificed so much. Many of my friends and colleagues lost their loved ones, family members. The best soldiers were killed in this war. So many civilians were killed. So there is no way of how Ukraine can stop until the full victory will be achieved.
Maria, thank you. We are so grateful for you.
Thank you, John. It was great to talk to you.